Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. It's weird. I've never seen this before. There's like a well in here. That's bizarre. I've never seen this in a lens. Huh. It's interesting. Very strange. Hmm. 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 Oh, maybe that's it. Did that just Yo! That's so. What was that? What was that? Oh my god. Huh. TX. No way. Did I just fix it? Wow. Amazing. Glad that's fixed. Stressing me out. Ah, good stuff. Let's see if this still works. Well, this was productive. Nice. All right. This is amazing. This was stressing me out. I don't even know what it was. It's weird. Alright. Perfect. Amazing. I only have EF glass. It performs really well. I don't see a reason to get any RF stuff right now. Obviously the thought is nice, but it just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know. Just the price is just like so astronomically high. I just don't really see. I don't see the need, to be honest. Like, I get good work, the clients like the work. Why would I, you know what I mean? Like, why would I change that? So, it's a bummer because I would like to check out the new stuff that they have, but it just doesn't really make any sense to me, to be honest. You know, and I love Canon. Canon, you know, I've been a Canon guy for a while now. But it just doesn't really make any sense to spend that much money on lenses, you know, when that could be spent on like a new camera. It's just, they need to figure out their pricing a little bit better, in my opinion. I just don't think it's very obtainable for the average consumer. And I think with everything going on, I don't know, actually. It's an interesting, I don't know if people are feeling more or less inclined to photography at this moment in history. I personally love it. I think it's like proof of life almost. I think it's very important. You know, no one's ever gonna complain about having a bad photo of themselves. It's just not gonna happen. It's something that can be achieved fairly easily, in my opinion. So, those are my thoughts on that. But you know, been a lot of advancements. You know, whether or not that stuff is just hype, people get bored of it. I don't know. It's an interesting time, but very excited that I figured that out. It's really stressing me out. That's a good thing to figure out. There's nothing worse than getting onto a set with someone. Like I was on set yesterday with one of my favorite clients, who's a really really sweet person, and we just have like a fun time every time we shoot. And yeah, there's nothing worse than like, you know, she's fully set, makeup, everything's good to go. Flash just isn't working. It's just, it's horrible. It's really, it's a bad situation. I don't enjoy being in that situation. There was some, I don't know how this happened, but something happened where something got triggered on the flash. Something got triggered on the flash that some TX thing. I'm not super adept with flash photography, but yeah, whatever that reason was, whenever I put it into receiver mode, it just refused to work. So I'm glad I fiddled around. This is all set for tomorrow. Good. Next thing is a new computer, which I am not excited about doing. I've talked about this briefly before, but you know, I think, you know, photography is such an interesting thing. You know, like I really enjoy taking photos of people, mainly because I don't know, it's just a really nice thing to give someone. It's like one of the most intimate things you can give someone without really knowing them at all, right? You take a nice photo of someone, they feel very seen by you, which is interesting because, right, it's through the lens of a camera, but I guess it's the closest we get to showing someone like our vision of them. You know, it's almost very philosophical in the sense that like we can't be in each other's heads or see through each other's eyes, but this is how I this is how I see you, right? This is my perception of you. It's a fascinating thing. And it's funny because I have a friend that's getting into cameras now, and he just he photographs very well, but I'm not sure if he understands like like you get interested in different things. Like when I first started photography, I did the same thing he did, which was, you know, landscapes, which led into abstracts, and that led into like product. I never really got like deep into product, but I was interested in product. It wasn't until I needed to make some more money that I was encouraged by someone I was dating at the time to pick up my old camera and shoot. And, you know, I found a job shooting models essentially for a fashion company. And I hadn't worked with people like that before. You know, I'd done like films and directed people, and I write, you know, movies as well as novels. And I always liked the directing part of people, but I don't know, I never really made that connection when it came to working with people with photography. And it's very much the same thing. It's just getting people comfortable for the camera. It's a very rewarding thing to give someone a nice photograph of themselves. I mean, it's one of the most rewarding things I think I've done in years, to be honest with you. And especially if you go out to the bars, like, let's see, I really like, this is a great camera. It's small, which is the point of it, you know what I mean? It's big enough, it's a big enough camera where people take you seriously, but it's not so big that it's gonna like freak people out. Because my other camera is like, I'll show you a film camera. Like, if I take this thing out, people like run away. You know, that's the difference. Is like, people don't realize, like, when you go to a bar or just an event, like, the difference in seeing this pointed at you versus this is immense, right? It's a very large difference. And the joke of it all is that, you know, this is just a power booster, because this is a film camera, and this can shoot, I believe, an entire roll of film in under a second. It's the fastest film camera ever made. Oh my god, I got film in here. Huh. I did not know that. Well then, I don't even know what's on this. Alright, well, I gotta develop that. I need to get a new, the joke is I need a new bottom for this thing. This is the 1V. It's a very unique camera. And, yeah, it takes so many batteries. It's like obnoxious how many batteries it takes. And I just want to I need to get a regular bottom for this thing. Which I think I'm going to do right after this video. But I did not realize that this was loaded with film. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that if you bring this camera out, it's really nice. It just has the right cadence to it of size, but it also takes a phenomenal photograph. You know, I have a prime lens on here. It's a micro four thirds system, and it's nice. I'm a big fan of like what this is able to do. And weird. Well, that's strange. Is this thing not working now? Well, this camera may be broken. I don't know what happened. It's the thing with these older cameras, they're very finicky. And I haven't had any issues with this one. But this is bizarre. There we go. I don't know, man. Very interesting. Anyway, this camera is great because people will take you both seriously and non-seriously with it, which is great. You know, you could also, you know, I have a prime lens here. So like, if I want to focus on this, I can. It does manual and it does autofocus. But it's very interesting. It's an older camera. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like a great camera or anything like that. But it's a really nice camera. It's the right size. And I don't know, it's a nice pocket cam to bring around. You know, it has a really nice profile to it with the colors. But again, like cameras like this, just they scare people. I don't think we talk about that enough. Like the other thing is, I point my phone at someone, forget about it. No one wants a phone pointed at them. It's not fun. We're past that. It's gross. You don't know where that's being sent. You don't know who. It's weird. I don't like it. And I think a lot of people feel very much the same. But let's see. So aperture. Is it great? I love this little lens. It's cute. The camera's just so unique. You know, the more you get into them, the more you realize like how unique they are. What you're able to do with them and how you're able to like show what you're seeing is very cool. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna get bored of cameras, to be honest. Like, I got very bored of them at one point, and then I don't know. It's like there's a love like came back, and it's like the best. Honestly, it's so nice to have this little hobby, and then you get to give people things that they really value. You know, like there's a lot of hobbies out there. You know, I don't want to like pick on anyone, but you know, I've been given some things that are like crocheted or knitted, and the sentiment is nice, but the reality is like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, I don't want this, you know. So it's funny, but yeah, this little thing is really big fan. It's a nice one. I don't know how long you can do exposed shutter for. Actually, I'm very curious how low the shutter speed goes on this. Wow, no kidding. I can do long exposures on this. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. Oh my god. 60 seconds? That's crazy. The long exposures means you're keeping the shutter open. You have to play around with that. Oh man, cameras are so great. Too much fun. Alright, well, I gotta go to bed. I gotta shoot in the morning. Oh, I'm gonna go buy guess I'm gonna buy a bottom for that thing. Very funny.